Hello, so my name's Chris. I'm one of the marketing team here at Linton Lasers. So in today we're going to have a look at this site called MailChimp. So lots of businesses advertise through social media and via their website through local press. But one aspect of advertising that can often be missed out on or not utilised to its full effectiveness is in fact email marketing. So email marketing is a great way to reach out to your customers or clients with any news or offers and allows you to reach people that don't necessarily tend to use social media. So here at Linton, MailChimp is the site that we use for our email marketing. So I'm just going to briefly show you how to utilize it, as it is an effective and cost-effective marketing tool that you could use for your business. The key points I'm going to go over is on how to get you started, how to create a simple database of emails, how to go out creating your first e-shop with some simple editing, and then how to send that out to your database via email. So when you sign up for MailChimp, you have to fill out all of your contact details and all your business details as well, because MailChimp can directly work with your business pages to create content and send out emails as well. So I've already done that, so I've logged in here, and here you can see the basic dashboard. So when you do set up your account, so MailChimp does have an option to walk you through creating your first email campaign. But I'm going to talk to you about how to find those options by using the menu on the side here, so you can always refer back to this video if needs be. So firstly, you want to get to the section where you can add in your contacts first of all. So in the panel on the left side over here, you want to click on Audience, and that will allow you to manage the contacts on this page here. So there are a couple of different ways that you can add contacts to your database, and when you do sign up, it will make that very clear where your options are, but you can go to the Manage Audience option here. So you can import contacts from a spreadsheet or a CSV file, which will be really quick and easy, and you can do that here. You import contacts, and you can just copy and paste from a spreadsheet or upload an existing file. But if you are just sort of starting out and gently increasing your database, then you can add contacts one by one as well. Obviously, it can take a lot of time if you've got obviously a lot of data to input, which is why it's really recommended you already have a file of existing email addresses, and you can do that here and add them individually. But also, as part of the sign-up process, you can actually import contacts from an existing e-commerce store or valid websites as well. So that could be really useful to transfer your existing database, especially if it's a very large amount of people. Okay, so now you've started your MailChimp email database, it's time to start creating some content. So to this, you can either go to the campaigns option here, but for now, we're going to go straight to the create button here, as we're going to start off creating a new email. So you can see here that there are some different options, and you can set up some automated emails. You can also create a plain text email with no fancy stuff on it. But for now, we're just going to name our campaign, test campaign, and then we're going to begin. So as part of the process of creating a campaign, you'll have to fill out some details here. So you want to fill out who it's going to go to as part of your database, who it's coming from, and what email address it's coming from. And then also you want the subject of the campaign. So in this case, what it is you're trying to target, and some preview text that will appear on the email that they receive as well. So basically this page, what it's for, is so you can choose where your email's going to, where it's coming from, and the content that will appear as the head of that email. But for now, we're going to go in, design our first email. Okay, so at the time of creating this video, we're using the Classic Builder, and there also is a new builder currently in its beta mode, but for the moment we're going to use the Classic Builder, because if you can effectively use the Classic Builder, then any new builder that does come into place you'll be able to work with even greater ease. So we'll be able to go through the basics of the Classic version. So in this free version of MailChimp, you get access to this small selection of templates. And for this kind of an initial marketing campaign, these options are perfect. They cover a variety of topics, and they offer a simple solution to create some content as well. So we're going to use the make an announcement template here as our example. Although obviously you can use some very basic templates if you want to create your own completely from scratch as well. And they're all down here. So upgrading to paid versions can give you a much larger variety of templates if you did wants more than this. So we're going to click on Make an Announcement now, and that will take us to the builder. And here on the builder, you can see we've got the main section of the email template here. On the right side is where you're going to carry out your edits. So here we've already preset our linter logo, and this will then appear on every single one of the templates that we do, but we can replace it out if needs be, just by pressing replace here. So you can load your own image and set it as default. You can also change the size to fit suitably as well. You can also change the background of this top section just by clicking on the colour on the left side. And you can also select an image as well if you wanted to, and it'll upload that image in the background. For example, here you can also input individual colour values if you wanted to use your own brand guidelines. For example, I'm going to put in the guidelines for our company here, the Linton blue, and you can see it perfectly matches our logo. For now, we'll just keep it as white. So you can use your own company logos and your own colour values to make this entire template look like your branding coming from your company. And then again, throughout the rest of the email, it's really simple. It gives you the separate sections, and you can just click on them to make your changes here, and it'll change on the email as well. And you can add a photo. Just click on this section, so it'll separate them out into each individual box. And then you can just press replace. So we'll put in this picture here. We'll pop in another photo. Some of our skincare range here. And then replace. You can also put in products. If you've linked it up to a current e-commerce store, you can put in your products and they'll all appear there. If you've got a Facebook page or an Instagram page, it'll link to that as well. And you can also use gifts as well, personalized gifts. So I'll put one in to show you how that works. So that one's cute. Let's put that one in, and then just press insert. Obviously, that'll put it in for you. And there you go. Well, in this case, this image is too small, so we'll use a different one. So we'll just change it to our stem cell. There we go. And you can see it does say the proportions of this image differ. You can fix it, and it will change the size of them for you to match. But we're going to leave that for now. So a lot of this, the actual builder itself will tell you what to do and guide you through the process for you. So while I was on a quick pause there, I've just made a few changes to the email, as you can see. And we're going to go through the style tab at the top here. So firstly, you've got page. So this will edit all of the headings on your page, and you'll be able to change all the colors. So in this case, you can see our first heading there. You can change the color, you can change the font size, and same with the others. So further down here, we've got another one. You can see that's there. It's changing again. So depending on how many headers you've got on your page, you can then you can change them all. For the different sections of the page, you can add it. So we've got header here. So I've just added in a little border. I can set it to 20 there. It'll make it thicker. Bottom, set it to 30. There we go. You can see it's changed that to 30. So we've got header for now. We've got body, so this is the main section. So once again, you can change the background color if you wanted to. You can add another border to the top or the bottom. Change the background. You've got the body text, as you can see is there. You can see is changing color. And you can change the size of it as well. And then again, you go into style and footer, and this will do the bottom section for you as well, which for now we'll just leave as black. Okay. So for each of these sections, you can also click onto them and go to style and change some more specifics there. Especially like this section here, for example, with the button, you might want to change the colour to a different colour as well, to make it stand out and get people to want to click on it. Around the corners, there's lots of little editing things you can do. These are things that you just pick up on over time. So during the course of this video so far, we've managed to throw this together, obviously, so that you're spending a lot more time on. Will obviously look a lot better, and I will show an example at the end of one of our e-shots, examples that you can create yourselves. So now we are finished. We want to preview and test the email to make sure that it all works properly. So we get into preview mode here, and then you can see what it looks like on a desktop, and also what it looks like on a mobile device as well. There's lots of people probably read this from mobile. Yeah. And you can see at the bottom here, it has already filled in all of the sort of legal information, all the address information that we've put in as part of the MailChimp sign-up process. We can check to see if the links work, which it does. We can check, I've also popped in our Instagram handle, so we'll check if Instagram works as well. And yes, it certainly does. So that's great news. So the next step is to send a test email. So I'm going to send a test email to my email address here. And when it comes through, we're going to see what it looks like from a receiver's point of view. Okay, so I've received my test email, and I've just opened it up in the browser here. So you can see everything's working fine. And just test this link as well. And seeing that links to our website. So this is exactly what your recipients of your emails are going to see. So it's important to make sure that all of your links are working and it all looks good to go. Okay, so I've just come back onto the template now. Another important thing you'll possibly want to do is to save the design as a template that then you can go back to in future. So we're just going to do announcement template, this one, and then press save. So if we ever want to run something similar, we can just come back to it through the campaign section. And now we'll continue on to the next stage where we are going to send off the email. Now, just to make sure all of these boxes are ticked and correct, just check that all of your to, from, and your subject section are all sorted. Now they automatically add a referral badge to your email footer, but it can be removed by upgrading your account as well. And you can also share your campaign on your social networks once you actually link them all together. So our email is ready to send. So once all your recipients are there, just press send. Now you can schedule content, but you do need to upgrade in order to do that. And obviously I've just set up a list of 2 subscribers for this. So the last thing that we need to do is just go over to the campaign section so we can track and see how most recent campaign is doing. So you can go on view report here. Obviously, if you've got thousands and thousands of recipients of emails, for example, you can see how many people have clicked on it, have opened it, if anyone's unsubscribed or if the email has bounced. And in this section here, you can also see any revenue that was brought in to your online store via this email campaign as well. So we'll just go through the last kind of important features. So on the left side, you've got in that menu, you've got the website. Now we've linked ours to our tolinton.co.uk website, and so it does actually create some content that you can use within your emails as well, and automatically by using images and text on your website. That's something that's definitely worth doing. That could save you some time. And as promised, here's an example of one of our reshots. So this is the Motus, one of our lead hair removal devices, email that we've sent out to our databases recently. So it's really simple, clear sections, and it isn't at all too hard to do. You can use the information of this video to help you create content like this, relevant to your business. But in conclusion, so MailChimp is a really useful tool for email marketing, whether you're completely new to marketing techniques or you have extensive experience. So it's easy to use. As I say, MailChimp is good enough to guide you through the entire process after you've created an account. I hope this video has given you a better visual idea on how the platform works. So thanks for watching and good luck.